So Jay-Z does a concert, 3-day concert at the Yankee Stadium. I finally figured it out, y'all. I finally figured it out. And I don't want to hear you old house Negroes in the comment trying to tell me I'm wrong, because I know it is. At a time in America where blacks are at its most conscious, unifying, boycotting, and really coming together around matters that really matter something for us as a whole, the society see that. And when I say society, that's code word for who I'm saying, right? They see that we come together, so they need to do what they've been doing for the last 60 years. They need to bring one of the people we so-called respect in front of us to tell us, stop unifying. Focus more on entertainment. Focus more on the small things. There's no difference between Amazon, Target, Meta, Google. It's politics as usual, is what he's telling you. Like, the boycott don't work. No matter what you do, it doesn't matter. He received a check to do that because society see where we at. And then you got young boy NBA out of nowhere gets on the line, and this is Future. Okay, out of nowhere. Now, Future guys is getting back on the internet, and NBA young boys is getting back on the internet. Beefing again. At a time when black is at its highest conscious, they getting the people that they put on a pedestal to get on the platform to discourage us and mislead us. Alright? They don't want conscious black people. And the way they doing it, they using our own people as our leaders. Jay-Z's no leader for us in reality. NBA, these people ain't leaders for us. They don't care nothing about us. They are already wealthy. So they pay them, put them on pedestals to discourage us from unifying. Now everybody talking about wearing New York hats and New York jerseys, talking about Jay-Z the greatest again. At a time when we more conscious, at a time when you got Nolan Wells, you got Carmelo Anthony, alright? Right? Cyrus, you don't hear them saying none of them names on them platforms. Jay-Z so much of a greatest, how come he ain't named one of those names? That's what black people in America are thinking about right now. Not a Yankee Stadium, not a Yankee hat, not a Yankee jersey. Real justice for black people for what's going on in America. So stop listening to these people. That's my call to you. Stop listening to these frauds, man. They ain't for us. They receiving the check. Go down in the comment and prove me wrong. And while we on the topic of Jay-Z, Jay-Z, alright, y'all better not forget, Jay-Z betrayed Damon Dash for this man, who's now the head of music of YouTube. You know, the same YouTube that Jay-Z was telling you Google on. So when Jay-Z was talking about Amazon and all that and saying y'all shopping and y'all ain't boycott a billionaire, he meant what he was saying. He is fighting black people for white people. Alright? He gonna get a check for it all. Okay? Think about it. A billionaire criticizing middle class, lower class individuals for shopping at Amazon, posted on YouTube. If you were so powerful, you a billionaire, your wife a billionaire, why don't you create a YouTube? Why don't you create a Amazon? Why don't you create a Facebook? Why don't you create a TikTok? You the billionaire. We the small guy. You the billionaire powerful guy that's so powerful to the world with the Yankee hat on the stage and stuff. Jay-Z, you've been bored. You are an employee like Damon Dash been telling us. You're not really a billionaire. Alright? You're not really a billionaire. You are a small-minded person trying to become a billionaire by putting down your own people. See, Jay-Z accumulated all this power because people in the rap industry knew he had the power structure behind him. That's what always made him powerful. He wasn't really powerful, alright? He would have never stood a chance if Tupac was still alive, living. Go down in the comments and prove me wrong. Stop listening to this guy.
What's up? It's the most of my man. This video is interesting, man. He goes off Jay-Z in this one. He said that Jay-Z is a billionaire and he's a puppet. He's working for all of these people and they're telling him what to do. That's why Jay-Z is coming out with all of these freestyle, because he's trying to control the black community, because he's been a sellout for a long time. Everyone knows that this ninja is a sellout. He betrayed all of his friends so that he can do his own black race wrong. So I don't really care what Jay-Z really have to say. He's just trying to control the narrative right now, because everything is what is going on. He wants to control all of the movements, all of the black power structure, so that he can tell them what to do. But everyone know that Jay-Z have to answer to someone. All of these people that give Jay-Z these deals, they are Jay-Z's handlers. He have to do what they tell him to do. Same like Diddy got a handler, Clive Davis, and now Clive Davis passed away, so it's not gonna be the same for the diddler. But what is going on with Jay-Z right now, man? He's going through a whole crisis, midlife crisis, because a lot of people are canceling Jay-Z right now. A lot of people ain't listening to his raps because that ninja whack to me. He's not the greatest rapper of all time. I don't care what anyone really want to say, but Eminem is the real GOAT, and Tupac is one of the greatest rapper ever live. So I don't really care what this Jigga man want to say, but right now the jig is up. He need to leave this shit alone and give the young generation a chance to have the power and have the control of this industry, because you're getting old, man, and you're still being a puppet and still being a snitch. You're the older billionaire that has a boss. That is just crazy. So Dame Dash been saying this for so long. He been saying that Jay-Z's a puppet. He can't do better. He have to do what they tell him to do. If they tell Jay-Z to trim off his hair, he's gonna do that shit. If they tell Jay-Z to put a tattoo on his forehead, he's gonna do it. He can't do better. These are the people that put Jay-Z in the power that he has right now. So he have to do everything to keep the power. So all of this shit that been going on, he's in the Epstein file, they're running the whole pedophile rings. All of these people know what was going on. All of these rich black billionaires did their own black race wrong. That's why all of them need to be canceled. So I don't really care what the Jigga man really have to say. So you bring out Beyonce, you bring out your daughter, and came out with those whack freestyles. Man, you're still using Target? Man, you need to be shop on Amazon, Meta's Instagram, all type of bullshit. What you really on, Ninja? What is Jay-Z really on? Because now the narrative that Jay-Z is trying to portray, you want everyone to believe that he's still got control of the black community. Everyone is gonna listen what he says. Man, ain't nobody jacking that shit. Ain't nobody listening to what the Jigga man have to say. Everyone know that you was a criminal. You was selling drugs, and you did not go to jail for that shit. You snitch on all of your friends. You're a rat. You're not no goat. You're a rat. You're a mice, man. You look just like a rat. A huge one. But it's just crazy. But it is what it is, man. It's the most of mine. A publicity.
I told y'all that Jay-Z is not for the people. Jay-Z is a billionaire first. This has been his position, in my opinion, from the beginning, okay? And you need to view him as such, okay? Think about Colin Kaepernick for a second, all right? Colin Kaepernick took a knee because black men in 2020 were being gunned down, and they still being gunned down today, losing their lives. Whether you agree with how he protested or not, he sacrificed his NFL career to stand for something bigger than himself. Then Jay-Z turns around and partners with the NFL. Now, fast forward to this year, this kind of off the path, Colin Kaepernick paid for Nolan Wells' independent autopsy, okay, because it's another black man who's, anyway, back to the subject. Then Jay-Z, all right, Black America, Target, boycotting Target. What do Jay-Z do? he go and do an exclusive partnership with Target. Once again, going against the interest of Black America. But y'all still want to say that he for Black America. All right. Then he get his ass on stage and pick at the Target boycott and tell y'all that, okay, so you not shopping at Target, but you shopping on Amazon and you using Meta. History has shown us that boycotts work because they are strategic. The Montgomery bus boycott was not about boycotting every business in America. It was a targeted one that created economic pressure. And that is how effective boycotts work. You put pressure on one business. Then we need Meta as a platform because it is what we use to organize, educate, and get information to millions of people. That is not the same thing as choosing to spend your money somewhere. We need these platforms, okay? He got his ass on stage, made fun of the working class people, the same people who spent millions of dollars on his tickets to be there. He literally got up there, made fun of those same people, and the ones of y'all who went sat there laughing like hyenas, like that was funny. That is not funny. That is not leadership. That is celebrity culture. He is a billionaire first. He's going to choose his billionaire interest before he ever chooses you.